prop, that's dangerous. If you ain't with it, you throwing off the vibe, and I don't got time for that. It's all about the vibe, all that I got time for. I ain't got the rules, stuck with me, don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe, don't waste my time.
On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
They begin the drive with Johnson. Muscles him off. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. You and I have talked about it before, but what about the year this guy's had on the ground? You come in as a rookie and in the discussion as MVP.
And people have always told me, running back, one of the easiest positions to break in, but not to this level. If you're talking MVP, that means he's had a sensational season.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. Johnson on the counter, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
4th down. Here's Jake Camarda on to punt for the Bucs.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
And Walker once more.
taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Seahawks.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
On the tackle. A gain of 15. First down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Trying the left side with Walker.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
62 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7. Buccaneers nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They try the left side with Johnson.
Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year.
And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
From the 23, here's second and a yard. Sticking with Walker on second down.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. Now it's third down and inches.
When you look at this defense, they've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
From the gun on third down, Gilmore.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Back to Walker on first down. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
10 more there and another first down.
First down, Seattle.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Again, it's Walker. And he's got it to about the 40.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a second down and 6. Up the middle, here's Walker.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Gilmore. And he'll just get rid of it.
I thought at first he tried to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 10.
A give up the middle to Johnson. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now 3rd down and 7.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
88 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first down.
Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
The Buccaneers had 2-12 in what has been a tough year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Here's Jake Camarda now.
Formation for the Buccaneers.
Get tired of seeing me.
That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Back to throw. Gilmore has it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. On the give, it's Walker. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Off play action. Gilmore. Oh, poor decision there. That's going to be intercepted. And the Bucs are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking up one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. A quick throw caught by Evans out wide. It will be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards to pick up there. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's Johnson again on second down. 102 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Third down and 1.
Again, it's Johnson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 44 yards away. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will knot us up at 10.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
The final shot before break. Gilmore going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
And that's going to be incomplete.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Gilmore. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't
talk about it. You can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
On third down, Gilmore. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Now here's Michael Dixon, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taken from just outside the 30. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Second down and 4. Up the middle, Johnson. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
They go to Johnson again. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. Fourth down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it. But listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I go ahead and punt the football myself.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. It's a quarterback sneak. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short. He didn't get there. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Running left is Walker. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Hand off here to Walker.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
10 yards and a Seattle first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Out quickly here to Smith and Jigba. Touchdown! Jackson Smith and Jigba.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Isabella now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. How about this? Racing to the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
(17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gilmore.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. There he goes, left side. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
And that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They give to Johnson going right. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Rubin. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a lot. And now the rookie's free. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. 63 yards. And the Seahawks take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Well, everybody in the stadium thinking that the field goal would break our tie. It did all right, just not in the manner that we expected.
And every team we know works really hard on protection when they're trying to kick the ball. Imagine film session next week when they find out who broke down on that play.
Now Myers for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Seahawks 24, Buccaneers 17. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Isabella now from his end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. A toss, left side, Johnson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
His target, it's Evans. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
The pickup of 6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the Seahawks' 47-yard line.
This 2nd and 4. Johnson running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Let's go. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They pitch it out to Johnson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, it's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Oh, now Godwin with a chance to run it. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And some room to work. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the ground, it's Tucker. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Oh, a design run for their wideout. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Chris Godwin, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To throw on 2nd down, Gilmore. This is Fant on the short completion. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
A big play here as the crowd noise rises. 3rd and 1. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running 2, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And Walker once more.
They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9.
Absolutely cannot happen. Just a gain of a yard in this situation. You've got to get chunks of yardage. Otherwise, the defense very happy with what you're doing.
Well, this crowd making it hard to hear. This is 3rd and 8.
To throw. Gilmore. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, boy, this sets up for a huge call now on 4th down because you can try the wrong field goal, you could go for it, or you could punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
This is 1st and 10.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson.
And that not what they wanted. They lose yards on 1st down.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Here comes 2nd down.
Running from the gun, Johnson.
Now, this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Johnson.
Oh, they'll wind up losing yardage on the play. You cannot have that. And also, 4th down now.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Here comes Peppers. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give him 9, though, on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Here's 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Gilmore. That's caught at the 25. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team,
and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. The extra point now coming from Myers. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Isabella now from his end zone. Well, they had one final chance here on the kick return, but no chance on the other side that they were going to let him navigate all the way to the end zone, Charles. And that ends up being the final play in this one.
Yeah, you're